kicking team.
Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. Quarterback on the keeper. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away.
Turning it on! Oh my goodness, he's still moving! Touchdown, baby! He found some open space and turned on the Jets. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. When that receiver got free, it was, the extra point is blocked. He picks it up. Remember, he can take it back. Oh, the Air Force Falcons offense will take the field for the first time. Hopefully, we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he's making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before.
Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space. Great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. These two teams swapping early scores, and they'll try to move back on top, starting the drive down 7-6. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They'll keep it on the ground. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard. The midshipman trying to sail way forward on 3rd and half a mile. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Works the middle. Brought down at the 16-yard line, and that will likely bring out the punt team. Navy will have to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Nestles it in at the 35. He just about took that one to the house. They finally bring him down, but when you have a return like that, it pretty much eats up everything gained by the punt. Quarterback making checks. Wants to throw on 1st down. Extending the play. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass. Firing to the right, complete. A solid pickup, and he goes out of bounds at the 30. A huge third down here in the brigade from the Naval Academy, letting this offense hear it. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Gets it to him on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And this one is... The lead is now 4 here in the first. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
And he knocks it through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for the squad.
And here comes the Navy offense. They find themselves in an early 4-point hole down 10-6. Fires to the right. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Got his man quickly. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. To the air on 1st down. Trying to make magic with his feet. Oh, he's got some space. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
And this QB, man, how about it? It's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass. He realizes it's man-to-man, and as they start to chase their guys down the field, well, nobody's got me, and I can just take off, and I've got speed. He chews up ground so easy, so frustrating for a defense to have to deal with a guy like this.
Here's the handoff. Nowhere to run, and down he goes after losing 6.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Navy will try to fight its way out of this hole here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. He'll get rid of it. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
It didn't look to me, guys, like the QB and his target were on the same page on that outbreaking route. I'm not sure if they both thought it was man or zone or what was happening, but I think that helped lead to the incompletion.
Here's a heat. And he is not going to get there as the defense gets him on the ground. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. It doesn't always have to be pretty, and that one wasn't, but somehow he hooked it just into that left corner. That brings him to within 1.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake. But he hurls one deep down the left side. Hits him inside the 20, still going. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Falcon.
This offense is so explosive, they can change the scoreboard in a flash. You just saw that on that drive.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Here we go. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Navy needs to come up with a big play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's boom. That's the kind of play that can really get you going if they get it out to the 36. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the 1st down. Motion from the wideout. On the run. It's Best. There he goes. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
That's an awesome-looking carry. You know when you're playing Navy, you better get ready to try to stop the run. Whether it's option position, whether it's conventional, you better practice being in your gap.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to it early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football.
And that just shows you the team speed this defense has. As soon as they identify who's got the ball, they are around and surrounding that ball carrier so quickly.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Navy will have to punt it away. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the Coffin corner. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking to throw on 1st down. He lobs one high down the left side. Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Air Force. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Going to the running game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to go.
To the air on 2nd down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Great place to start for this offense. Going right to work up top. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Falcons. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Man, what a picture-perfect start to this football game. Like, offense doing their job, defense getting the ball back. In this offense, I tell you what, it is an impressive unit to watch. They were good on tape all week studying them. They're better in person, and they are out the gate strong in this first quarter.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone, and you're stopped at the 8. We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. Give to the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Picks up just a few before he's brought down, not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. Navy will have to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. And it'll be down right there. One final play before the end of the quarter. Looking downfield on 1st down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Snags it up the 30 and still running. Finds a seam. Touchdown, Air Force. Give him a handful of scores. Literally 5 trips to pay dirt already.
How explosive is this offense, right? They rev it up so quickly. Speed, playmaking ability, versatility, running, throwing, NFL talent all over the place. And after that last touchdown, they've already blown this game wide open. But guys, we're not even through the first quarter yet.
face-off unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And Navy will go back on the attack. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. They'll try the run. Good surge up front. Give him 4 out to the 18.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4. And
breaks into the open. Running through contact. That defense got gas, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. The midshipman got the explosive play on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to it. It's a draw. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the offense trying to catch him off guard a little bit, running that draw play, but the defense wasn't fooled. Everybody stayed in their lane, and they're able to get the tackle for loss.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the big fella. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. Quickly complete. Runs through a tackle. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll run play action. Here comes the heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He's got it still on his feet. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, midshipman. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do there.
man, how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
That's not what you want out of that kick return. If you're that return guy, you've got to make something happen. You've got to be able to make a guy miss. That's why you're back there in the first place, because of your athleticism, but you have got to be able to generate better field position on that kickoff return.
Shoots it to the left. Pulls it in. It's Cooks. Running free. The 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
Man, the defense has got to be kicking themselves. They had the offense pinned back so deep in their own end. It's one thing to give up a completion, but you can't let the receiver go the entire distance and score a touchdown. Bad job on the back end by the D.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He's able to sneak his way across the 20 and steps out at the 21. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment, and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Looking for a huge play. Makes the grab inside the 30. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Grab behind the line, it's Boone. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
I don't care.
Hashing it in for the offense. Looking to throw. A safe call on the wide receiver screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They lost ground on first down. Now second and goal from the 5. Back to pass. Big fella moving. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
Nice job by the defense forcing the third and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Good women over here.
How about this offensive line? Third and goal, you gotta have it. They flew off of the ball. They got some push. They made that easy on the running back to score that touchdown.
And they did tack on the extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Here he comes from inside his own 5. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. He's going to throw it from his own end zone.
God.
Holds it in on the left. Off and running. The tag. Touchdown Air Force. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Do I run the ball here? Am I a little conservative? I don't want to get a safety. What? Absolutely not. I'm going to play pitch and catch, and my guy's better than yours. Outruns everybody the length of the field. 99 yards for a big touchdown reception.
They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks early in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
Stop.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Gonna run it. It's Best. Can't get it on the ground. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
No.
Shipman looking for a chunk play.
Go to sleep.
Let's go. Might as well stick with him. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss. Navy will have to punt it away. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Makes a grab for a big play. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. He'll take another shot here. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Falcons. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
And he's going to try to return this one. And didn't find much room at all as he'll go out of bounds at the 12. They'll try to put a drive together starting from their own 12. First play of the drive, wants to throw. 6-yard line.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. Bring in the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Navy will have to punt it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. On his way from around the 50. And the returner is stopped. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Wasting no time throwing on this drive.
You fucking stupid cunt, dude.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He's been
Stop. Go to sleep.
Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got
No.
trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air.
What the fuck? Stop.
Pass will bring up 4th down.
This is a disappointing drive for the
No.
offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And that falls incomplete on 4th down.
Like, it doesn't even
Wait
fucking
just a
matter.
second. There is a flag, and this is a big call. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Here we go. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Makes the catch.
This doesn't make any sense.
Tackle and still on his feet. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally score. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
All right, not ideal. Not ideal. You're not.
No.
You want to get a good kickoff return, but you're starting inside your own 10. Now come out, set the tone, get some high percentage completion. You might not go with that script you had because you thought you might have a little better field position. But you just get some few first downs, get that first down right now.
He'll off one deep down the left side. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. And the Falcons racing to the line in the hurry up. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Touchdown, Air Force. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
All right, you're going down.
Incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. They already have the lead, and they apparently want more here in the first half, going for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Let's go. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's got an open man.
You fucking kidding me? Oh my god, are you joking?
Man, what a great way to end the first half. It wasn't a perfect first half. A lot of mistakes, still you're trailing by a lot, but here's the deal. Now you put yourself in a position, go make some things happen, force some turnovers, play good in the second half. Who knows what will happen?
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Navy will kick it deep to get the second half underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the... He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go?
I'm going to throw the fucking controller.
Down, but this time the offense had... They'll line up for a second down play. They'll run it from the gun. They make the stop, but not before he picks up a first down for Navy. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. The give to the back. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. Navy will try to fight its way out of this hole here on second down. Wants to go up top. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Navy now in trouble here on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Navy will have to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Wants to adjust the pattern. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Moving out of the pocket. Trying to escape and get it himself. Out of bounds right at the 10-yard line as they are threatening to score. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation. So the defense is just pinning their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him to escape, step up, get rid of the football. They take a sack very...
Oh, he's got some space. Got enough for the first. Crosses midfield. Past the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Falcons. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
And here comes the Navy offense. The give on the option. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Navy will have to punt it away. Wants to bring it back. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. To the air on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. Makes it around the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Air Force. A remarkable grab just keeps piling up scores.
I was about to say, remarkable day. I mean, a remarkable career. Goodness gracious. This is a day that you just dream about having. You have these days in high school, but not in college. You're like, dang, this is as good as it gets. Nobody can stop him. He's absolutely in the zone.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He's out of bounds at the 17-yard line. Excellent job by the kick coverage unit to keep him from getting the sideline. And Navy will go back on the attack. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. They got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Picks his way ahead, pick up of 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Leaves it with the back. Fights off the defender. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the right. Got his man downfield. Lots of running room. He's at the 10. Slippery slide. Finding his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, midshipman.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it back from inside his 5.
Well, that is a very disappointing kickoff return. They've got to do a better job up front blocking these guys running down the field. There was just nowhere for that return man to go.
Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. They'll start this drive going to the air. Going to take a shot at this DB. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Under fire. He'll pull it down. Out of bounds, stopped just short of the 20 at the 19, and now they feel like they have room to operate. They're backed up just a little, 1st and 10 from their own 19. Looking to throw on first down. He's taking the shot. He's got it along the sideline. And he'll get the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Falcons. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. They'll put this one in first snap of the drive from the 25. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure there he goes! Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. Navy, after that huge run, might just try to run it right at him again. They'll give it to the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop.
What are you doing? What are you doing? No. Oh, no.
It's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not opening up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Hunt is in the air on 4th down. No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down.
The defense has not had an answer for this guy today. Already over 150 yards receiving. That time, the ball falls incomplete, but we haven't seen that happen too often today.
Right on target this time. They'll wrestle it down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. This offense has a little room and a fresh set of downs at the 23. The Falcons with the 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Lofts one deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He's not afraid to go deep. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. And the Falcons now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Back to pass on 2nd down. Going deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Well, guys, the Air Force has the lead.
Are you done?
And as we switch ends of the field,
Are you done?
quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. With the break, they had a little extra
Quiet.
to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Fourth quarter, huge lead. I'm not really sure why you need to take that kind of shot.
You don't. You definitely don't need to. You can run the clock, you can run the football, you can make sure that you're playing it safe and conservative, or you can just go for rub it in your face. And, I don't like the other coach.
Leads with the running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game is they've been swarming. You watch them. They're downhill, not missing many tackles. They've really dominated the run game.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
How about this defense? No mercy. Like, listen, I know we're up big, but they are still hunting, still flying around, still chasing, still making life really miserable for this offense.
Off the play fake. Never has to leave the pocket and fires over the middle. Oh, and it's a pick. He's threw it right into the double coverage. He goes down after a short return, but what a play to get the football back. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were going over the top. It's a big stride inside the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Air Force. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he's coming out of the end zone. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. And here comes the Navy offense. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The midshipman trying to sail way forward on 3rd and half a mile. Oh, they're after him. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Wants to throw on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletions are...
Catch and stride inside the 15. He's brought down the 1, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Tuna.
To the air on 1st down. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Now they've got a little breathing room after that score, and a Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And Navy will go back on the attack. The give to the back. He has the 1st and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down. Gives it on the option. Oh, better look out. Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line. The midshipman could get really aggressive here on 2nd and short. On the run, it's Wade. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The midshipmen come to the line on 3rd and inches. Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Navy will try to fight its way out of this hole here on second down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Did as he throws. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Man, do I love being a defensive lineman in games like today when you know you got to go get the quarterback. Like, they're down on the other side. They have to throw the football. Only chance they have to get back in. I'm playing the pass every time.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Navy will have to punt it away. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play.
This punter is such a weapon. And because he's able to get that ball down deep in his opponent's territory, that really helps out the defense. You're now forcing the opponent to drive the field to score points.
The offense changing the play. Looking to throw on first down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Makes a grab deep. Off to the races. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to run it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this one?
Brings into the open. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Gives it on the option. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Off play action. Unloads it downfield. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense. Looking downfield on first down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Falcons trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. And now they'll have to dial something up on 3rd down after the incompletion. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Unleashes one deep. He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again, and with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
And here comes the Navy offense. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this could...
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. Navy will try to fight its way out of this hole here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And This is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
The defense going to stop the clock with the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Navy will have to punt it away. Coverage team does a good job. Touches it dead. No return on this one.
You know, punt cover teams have a tough job because oftentimes they've got to tackle a guy out in the open field, and a really good one at that. But how about their ability to get to the returner and not just get the tackle, but create...
He'll loft one deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 30. Racing down the left side. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard. And with that touchdown, I would say this one is out of reach.
It is out of reach. A lot of coaches pull their starters, start to build some of that depth, put some other guys in. But listen, keep playing, keep executing. Their job is stop.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Navy will go back on the attack. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positive.
Yeah, and every time we watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. It's Wade. At the 45 on his way. Racing to the right. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win the day, but here's the fabulous play. A late touchdown.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
You know, a lot of offensive coordinators script the first, 5 to 10 to 15 plays. You don't usually draw that up for inside your own 10. Bad field position to start. This offense needs to come out, get a few positive plays first to get out the shadow of your own end zone.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Makes the grab on the big throw. He's loose. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game.
There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out...